This my can I take this water?
Yes, I can grab it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and there should be one for President Bullock too. If he's, yep, there's one there for President Bullock.
this is more so, I mean, making, if we had to go to Iris Green, he's out 2 years in advance. He's out in the public much earlier than we got in trouble.
You can disregard that if you got your list, because that might be a little bit different than yours.
I think it's the same, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I think it's for the
Just
most.
wanted you to know.
Yeah, no, it is. It's synergy, energy, but I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. Everything you guys do. Absolutely. Thank you.
You ready there, Seamus?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. That's about probably a C minus or a D plus in your class. So we'll try it again. So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Now that's better. That's better. That's kind of getting close to what it should be in a hockey arena. Well, it's great to see everyone here, and it's kind of hard to believe that we're here, but a funny thing happened on the way to March this year. And we were just sort of moving along, getting ready for commencement, and there was this amazing opportunity that initially seemed to pass us by. And we were a little, not upset, but a little discouraged about it. And then we had I think an open forum meeting, and we had a sidebar conversation with one of our coworkers, and lo and behold, we found that in fact the opportunity hadn't passed us by, but perhaps there was another opportunity available for us. So any of you involved in business or leadership, Alex knows this, we've all got our strategic plans, and people are fixated on strategic plans. And that's good, But a lot of times, some of the best things that can happen to an organization sort of aren't dotted out on the strategic plan. So you have to be available to make quick decisions and move quickly and be nimble enough on your feet that when there is an opportunity, an unusual opportunity, hopefully the organization can take advantage of it and run with it. And in my opinion, that's what's happened here. We connected, some of you know the Finlandia story, and we connected with Finlandia, I think, on an emotional level. Higher education, it's no secret, it's going through a tremendously difficult time, and it's going to be that way for a while. And Finlandia, unfortunately, ceased operations this past spring. That was, truthfully, and it's a public story now, but that was the University of Dubuque almost 30 years ago. The right business decision was probably to close the school. And it was no secret throughout the community that we weren't doing real well. And, again, a funny thing happened on the way to recovery. And the university kind of caught sight of a mission and a vision that resonated not just with the community, but with the region and with the country. We were able to attract really good, committed people to that mission and to that vision. And then we started having fun. It's not that the challenges went away, and those of you who are still affiliated with us understand that we have significant challenge, and that will be the way of this industry forever. But we've got a group of people that are committed to executing the mission, overcoming those challenges, and hopefully creating a great, exceptional experience for our students, all of our students, and in this case specifically our student athletes. I want to offer a special word of thanks today. We've had, I think all of this happened, Nelson, in about less than a week, honestly. Good heavens. Alex, I'm getting a little too old for this, but it's making a major decision like this in less than a week is not for the faint of heart, but often that's how good, unexpected opportunities are executed. So I really want to thank Alex for his amazing support and collaboration and partnership, and your team's collaboration partnership, Mark, through this process. I think it began with a phone call from Nelson, and I think the two of you have discovered your kindred spirits, which is a good thing. I want to thank Nelson Edmonds, who on the way to becoming Dean of Students was appointed our athletic director a year ago. And this is through this process of getting to know his staff and his team has undertaken and really invested in this opportunity. And his leadership is candidly and honestly has been what's made this possible. I want to thank our new colleagues and coworkers on the left. I've met 3 out of the 4 of you. I don't know you yet. You are? Mike, I'm Jeff. Nice to meet you. I've been out of the country for most of May, so I didn't have a chance to meet. And anyway, I think you're coming on board. Starting a program is really a tremendous challenge and a tremendous opportunity. And what we are looking for is you'll find we're very competitive people, and we want to win, and we expect to win. But more importantly, and most importantly, we expect that our student athletes will have a great experience. I gave a talk to homecoming, probably 10 years ago, that almost got me fired. And I said this was for the Athletic Hall of Fame, so I knew I was kind of baiting them, and I knew it. But I just said to the group, I said, if if you really think about it at a Division III level, intercollegiate athletics is really stupid. I mean, it's expensive. It's very expensive. We don't generate much in the way of revenue, and I think it's really kind of silly. They were looking at me like, and I said, unless the purpose of intercollegiate athletics at a Division III level is to form, is to have one more arrow in the quiver of formation for young men and young women, to help them become whole, healthy, competitive, resilient, gritty, competitive human beings. Now, if that's what it's about, then every dollar we invest is worth it. Because ultimately, at a school like the University of Dubuque, we're first and foremost in the formation business. That's what we're about. We're trying to form decent human beings into strong, moral, ethical, purposeful leaders. Hockey is a great tool to do that. You four know that far better than me. I can barely skate. But I'm happy that you've come to us, that we've connected, and I really want to charge you with doing the very best you can to create the very best environment and the very best experience for our student athletes. So, having said that, I do again want to thank Nelson, and he's done a great job in leadership for us. I look forward to many more years of service with him. I apologize, I went over my 5 minutes, but I didn't take an offering, but I will be. So, Nelson Edmonds, thank you.
Thank you, President Bullock. One of the toughest things about my job is it seems like every time we're speaking, I always have to follow President Bullock, and so it's not a very enjoyable follow, but I will do my best. I taught President Bullock a word, I don't know, 6 to 8 months ago. It was voluntold, and he got such a kick of it, and he was laughing, and he was giggling. He's like, I'm going to remember that, and I think I was voluntold to be the AD, too. So he's a quick learner, so I appreciate that. Thank you all for being here. We're excited. This is just a beautiful facility. We've had a great opportunity to develop some great relationships here with the city, with the Saints, with the casino, and we look forward to continuing to strengthen those relationships as well. We're grateful for Finlandia to share their students with us and share their story and share the history of their hockey program, and we look forward to continuing to build upon that as well. I'm really geeked out today because I bought 51 Finlandia football lockers that will be going down into locker rooms today in this facility to make it our own as well. So, as I was joking with Alex earlier, he invited us into his house, and so we brought our toothbrush and our toothpaste, and we're going to make ourselves at home for quite some time here. And so we're excited to be here as well. I'm going to introduce our coaches here, and they'll have an opportunity to maybe talk a little bit about themselves and answer any questions that you may have. And so first up is my Canadian brother, Seamus Gregory. Seamus was the head coach at Northland as well as the athletic director. We were really excited to have him join our team because he brings some great administrative experience. He's also started a hockey program before. He's won a couple national championships. By the way, I have 4 rings, just in case you wanted to know. But and so we're excited that he's going to bring a winning pedigree to our program as well. Next, we brought Dubuque's own Madison Moore back, and so for us, it was really important to see if we could find a connection to the community and to the city, and learning a little bit about Madison's story and how she had to leave as a female playing hockey because the opportunities aren't in the region. That is certainly something that we look forward to doing, and she's used to winning as a player and as a coach. She might be even more competitive as I am, but we'll see as the year goes on. And so I'm excited to work with her, and the girl dad in me is very excited about what we're going to do for women hockey in the region as well. We got, if you're a Dubuquer, you're a Dubuquer for life, right? we're all just trying to catch up. Next, we have the unknown man, Mike Lennon, who's our associate men's head hockey coach. He was the assistant head hockey coach at Northland, had a very successful career as a player. He was also the director of sports information at Northland, and so he'll be able to provide some additional support in those programming areas as well. He is a phenomenal golfer. I think you managed a golf course, right? And so if anyone needs help in their game at this point in the time of the year, he's certainly someone that can assist you as well, right? And then finally, we have Michael Kierik. Michael was the head women's hockey coach at Finlandia University, and so he's been instrumental in keeping that group together and helping with that transition in the program. He's got great experience, probably even better person than he is as a coach, and so we're just excited about what he brings to the University of Dubuque and the community of Dubuque and what he can do for our women's hockey team as well. And so I'll turn it over to you guys to make any comments that you want, but they're also open to questions as well. Thank you.
Hi, is this on? Yep, it is. Okay, sorry, I'll try to keep it down. I'm not on the ice with the players. You know, first and foremost, there's so many people to thank. On behalf of my wife, Jody, our 3 children, Claire, Bryn, and Audrey, President Bullock, the Board of Trustees, Nelson Edmonds, his family, Alex and Q Casino, we just met for the first time, Mark Plannery, the Dubuque Fighting Saints, the city of Dubuque. We could not be more excited. The people that don't get the credit that should get the credit sometimes are the people that put this all together, and the people in admissions who were, you know, Shane and Bob and all the staff. We're calling you, Ivy, Bridget, everybody. We're calling you guys a lot these days about get this player in, get them in now. We're rolling, so thank you so much. Human Resources, all their staff and what they do. Our friends in the community and group, you know, that are here supporting us today. Megan Wilson, I'm trying to look around, so sorry to thank so much here. But with that being said, very proud to be here in Iowa. To be the first NCAA hockey program in the state of Iowa is a big deal. To do it here in Dubuque with the morals and values of the University of Dubuque is huge. To do it with Maddie, we have some chemistry already, and that's really, really cool. And I'm a father of 3 girls, so going to try to get them to play, get them to move out of dance, Shane, and get them into the hockey. You know what I mean? So we'll try to do that. But and I see the figure skating out here. That's fantastic. So could not be happier to move my family here to the city of Dubuque. Thank you for welcoming us, and God bless. So I'll just pass it over to Maddie.
Ditto. No, sincerely, I just want to thank everyone for being here. The long list is there, and it's noted for us. For me, myself being a native Dubuquer, it's a pretty personal thing for me to come back here and share this with you. I've been really excited since I had my mom text me that UD starting a women's program, and I'm like, huh? So, all right, what does this mean? How do I do this? How do I get on board, and who do I get in touch with? And it kind of just worked out from there, and I can't be happier to share this, especially. I know we're talking about daughters and girl dads, but as a young girl in this community, as a young girl in this community that didn't see this, now that I have that opportunity to give that to the local youth and girls and whatnot, and then to share this and spread it across the Midwest, across Iowa, I'm super honored and humbled to be able to do that in front of my family, which are here today. So thank you all, and I can't wait to get this started in October.
Hello? Sorry. I've only been here for a couple of days, but really fortunate, obviously, to have Seamus said, but we've been working together for 9 years now, so very fortunate. He made the call to ask me to come with, and just being here for a couple of days now, everybody's just so friendly. And I'm originally from Reedsburg, Wisconsin, which is only about an hour and away, so kind of like coming home. My wife and I, we have 3 children, so a little closer to grandparents. So just really excited to get going, and thank you everybody for being here.
Yeah, I can't believe I have to go last and follow all that. I'm not going to be that good. this has been a crazy time for a lot of us. I mean, you go from Finlandia, where the school shuts down pretty unexpectedly, and then you're brought on board to help start another program. It's unbelievable. But from the first time we stepped on campus here, this place has felt like home. And they've treated us like they were family. You know, one thing we talk about at UD all the time is caringly intrusive, right? And that's how it's been the entire time I've been here. And I'm unbelievably honored to be able to work with Maddie and Seamus and Mike and get to start a program here. This is fantastic. So thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it.
So I guess we can pretend we're like players and just shout out questions to the coaches right by the ice. And so are there any questions at all for our coaching staff? You can't ask Sparty a question. Sparty can't talk, so that's not an option. But
How are things shaping up with the program? Recruiting, right? You're thrown into all this and have some leads, etc. How are you guys feeling about filling a team and being ready for October?
Yeah, it's that's a really good question with regards to kickstarting and restarting the recruiting. It's been going quite strong. We instantly overnight in Division III, and you guys know in hockey there's Division I and Division III. There's no Division II, and instantly overnight we play in the best facility, arguably the best facility in Division III hockey, and that is a big selling piece to any student athlete, of course. The programming at the University of Dubuque and selling that product and that campus has been very, very solid. Our rosters are growing by the day, and of course the contacts that we have. Maddie's from the East, and Michael is obviously coming from Finlandia. Michael and I are from the WIC and the WIAC in that league, which is heavy hockey as well. And then coming back into the NCHA, it's been very positive. So we expect to be competitive and have a high compete and be hard to play against. But it's been moving along quite steadily, and then through the admissions work that they've been doing as well.
Yeah, on the female side, I'm here now. Yeah, just want to make sure. Female side, right? We're moving along pretty well. I think the support we've had, the support that that UD offers, makes interest pretty high. So it's just finding those that want to come here and showing them what we have, and I think it's going to speak for itself. Yeah, so it's funny. When I first got to Utica, I remember telling my parents how similar Utica is to Dubuque. It's a big city they're on the canal and we're on the Mississippi. The city itself, they've got an AHL Comets. We've got the Dubuque Fighting Saints, and that partnership with them is there and here as well. So I think it's a lot of similarities that are going to help grow this program. It's a lot of similarities that are going to, if point proven, they've done really well the last few years, and I think that's something that we can strive for and prosper here. We've got a lot of opportunities, so it's I will take one leg up on that. Is we're closer to most that Utica was. They're in the middle of New York, which is a bit further for teams to travel. While here, we've got Chicago, Madison, Minnesota schools. We've got a lot of opportunities here to make it easier for us to bring every student athlete on board and be successful here.
Well, thank you. I'm going to bring up Alex Dixon, who's the president and CEO of Q Casino and Dubuque Racing Association. I think I got that right. Who's been a great partner to work with, and our kids actually are on the honor society together here, right? I think, what is it, the NHA or something like that? Together, his son is the president, and I think my daughter actually signed up for the treasurer. So I didn't know, she doesn't do anything, so I'm ecstatic. So we'll be working closely together as well.
Sounds like, Nelson, you're a bigger jock than I am, so I'm very proud that the kids are in the Honor Society. But I'd like us all to take a step back and just think about just a couple of months ago. young people not too far from here who've probably been playing hockey since they were kids, very little, out there on rinks across America. Literally, to no fault of their own, literally was going to have their world shaken up, whether it's the coaches, but in this case, the kids. And just think of yourself when you've focused for all of your adult life to either go to college and play college hockey, both on the men's and women's team, and that gets ripped from under you. And we know how hard it is for athletes to make that transition because you're so structured. You spend so much of your time focused and going, to school, to practice, and doing those things. And so, if you think of the heartbreak of those kids, you're hoping that there's a network, whether it's in-state, out-of-state, or somewhere, that knows your pain, that knows what you're going through. But I pay kudos to President Bullock. I pay kudos to the University of Dubuque, to the city of Dubuque, to the state of Iowa, to Nelson, to everyone who understood that it took that moment in time to be able to say yes. Yes, we're going to try to find a way to make this work. Yes, we're going to find a way to be able to give these kids a continued passion and a continued growth. And so I'm grateful that we have great institutions in our community who are willing to step up. But it's not just the University of Dubuque. Think about this facility. A year and a half ago, before I started, I had an opportunity, even before I signed the offer letter to come, this facility was in a little bit of limbo for a number of years. Where we're sitting, we had a great nonprofit organization who had helped to get this started some years ago. The Fighting Saints stepped up and spent literally millions of dollars to bring hockey to Dubuque. So they stepped up. The city of Dubuque, when they learned that we had some issues here, put $6 million to help reinforce this great facility. They stepped up. We then later at the DRA and Q Casino being a nonprofit casino, we realized that we are more than just the slot machines that we operate in the building. We're here to step up for the community. And so when we had an opportunity to step up and provide management, we did it. When we got the call from Nelson, from President, we understood what our role was, and that is to step up. And so now that as we welcome, young people onto our campus, we continue to grow our population. We continue to bring back great residents of Dubuque. Welcome home. We want to give people another reason why to come here, to stay here, and to grow. And I want to challenge you. I want to challenge University of Dubuque. I want to challenge the alumni. I want to challenge the students to don't just be happy to be here. Be prepared to dominate. Be prepared to pounce. There's a reason why we're the first in Iowa, because we're Iowa's first city. We're Iowa's first city. A lot of times we talk about our history in terms of where we were 37 years ago. President Bullock, we were in the same place. The reason why DRA got started, because people were leaving. We got started to help bring Greyhound racing here to be able to move forward. But that's not where Dubuque started. Iowa is where Dubuque started. We started when we came across that river, and we had a tough go of it for 30 years. For 30 years, it was a tough time. From the mid-'80s up until not to the distant past, we had a tough go. But that's not where our history started, and that's not where our future is going. Our future is bright. Our future is bright because we have institutions that will continually step up. And so don't just be happy to be here. Don't just be happy to have a program. Get out and be prepared to dominate. We're here to help get the kids here, graduate them, keep them here in Dubuque, or send them off into the world. But we've got a mission, and that's to grow our population here in Dubuque. Hockey is going to be one tool to do it, and we're happy to help. Thank you, and have a great day, everybody.
Darn it. Now I got to add another person to my list that I don't want to follow, right? It's growing. It's growing. Well, we want to thank you all again for being here. What we probably didn't say was that there was a school, we won't mention their name, that wears orange and black. That was really nice to kick their butt a little bit, too, starting hockey in the state of Iowa as well. And so we're already starting to dominate. We're 1-0 in that. And the president's just being nice. He's smiling really big inside right now. He's just doing a good job holding it in. So we're going to talk a little bit about, I guess, kind of where we are. We're going to actually bring our coaches up and and have an opportunity. We have some jerseys that we had at our bookstore. They're not going to be our official hockey jerseys, but we're going to do some photo ops with the president, myself, and others if you want to come up, and Sparty. We'll also have some opportunities to get down on the ice and do some photo ops as well, which you're all probably waiting for is the free food and free drinks that's going to be going on in the lounge here. Also, there's hockey T-shirts, UD hockey T-shirts. I think only 192 have ever been made, and so I would encourage you to make sure you get over there and get one of those free UD hockey T-shirts and wear them with pride. We also have some souvenir pucks for you as well. Right? Am I missing anything? I'm looking to my wife. I'm looking to the president's wife, so we can both keep in line. My wife wants a picture with me, so she must still love me, I guess. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna bring Seamus and Madison up here to get their jerseys.
Put it on, or
You can. We're just gonna hold it up and take some photos with it. So this is gonna be Madison's as well first.
oh, there you go. Really?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe Seamus, President Bullock, if you want to come up. And,
Yeah, for sure.
Alex, why don't you hop on up in here, take some photos with us as well.